Good morning, dear students. Welcome to our biology program. Today we are complete the female reproductive genital system. In the last session we talked about the structure of the female and also what is the menstrual cycle and what happens during the formation of the ovum and what are the hormones that necessary for female reproductive system. Now we are complete this session by the menstruation cycle. What is the menstruation and what happens during this cycle? This is from the cycle differ from one female to another female of animal system, like the cat. We talked about that the cat semi-annual breeding cycle. Also for the lions and tigers, they are annual breeding, but rabbit and rat this monthly. So we will describe the menstrual cycle in details in this session. What is the menstruation cycle or menstruation stage? This stage occurs if the ovum is not fertilized, where the corpus luteum degenerates. What is meant by degenerates? Degenerates means they tearing out or become dissolving, not found gradually. Okay, then the secretion of progesterone hormone decreases. This led to what happens when the progesterone hormones decrease. Okay, number one, degeneration of the endometrium and tearing of blood capillaries due to the successive contraction of the uterus. Degeneration of endometrium means the blood capillaries that found inside the uterus is removed or fold. Not found inside it. Number two, occurrence of menstrual bleeding, which known as menstruation and lasts for about 3 to 5 days. This menstrual or menstruation takes from 3 to 5 days to make the uterus clean from any blood and also from the ovum. Okay, then a new cycle of the other ovary begin. Okay, you can know that is the exchange. The menstrual cycle occur by exchange between two ovaries. Okay, right and left ovary. Okay, the exchange between the two ovaries, right and left ovary, each month. If this after the 3 to 5 days from the bleeding, what happened? We start to count another cycle from the another ovary. Okay, another cycle, another menstrual cycle for another ovary, not the same ovary. So they exchange with each other to produce the menstrual cycle each month. What is the fertilization? Fertilization is the fusion between male gametes, sperm, and female gametes to form the zygote, which is divided, forming the embryo. Okay, this describe what happens during fertilization. During fertilization, if the sperm nucleus enter to the egg, what happens? They form together the baby. Zygote is formed, okay, and this is after zygote undergo mitotic division. This mitotic division happen to increase the number like this. The first cleavage division, day 1, 2 cells stages, day 2, the 2 becomes 4 stages or 4 cells, day 3, this become early moral before the formation of the zygote. Day 4, late moral, mean 6 to 7 after fertilization, change the moral and by another name known as +2 sites. Okay, this ovulation and this is the stages during the ovary produce the ovum. Ovulation occur until the 14 and reaches to the uterus. Amnion membrane. What is the amnion membrane? Membrane that surround the embryo and contain fluid to protect the embryo against the shocks and the dryness. Okay, to be most fertile or to be in correct side, you must the baby surround with the fluid. This fluid protects the embryo against dryness and shocks. Okay, what is the chorion membrane? Chorion membrane also surrounds the onion to protect the embryo. So there are two membranes surround the embryo. The two membranes, number one, amnion membrane, number two, chorion membrane. First, amnion membrane, it is a fluid to protect it from shock and dryness. The second membrane to become more protective layer to be in safe side. The importance of placenta. Placenta, it is a transport the digested food from the female to reach inside the baby. Placenta, it is a digested or transfer the digested food and water, also vitamins, oxygen, all from the mother's blood to embryo blood by diffusion. Diffusion, it is a process by which the substance can be transferred from high concentration to low concentration. We can transfer anything by diffusion from high concentration to low concentration. So the placenta allows the food to pass from the female, okay, female digested food, vitamins, minerals, drugs, or any types of food can be transferred from the female to reach to the embryo by using the placenta. And this placenta found in mammalian animals also, or mammalian living organism. Mammalian means that the living organism can give baby and suckle their youngs. Give baby means they have a baby, and suckles feed them by milk or mother's milk. Number two, it get rid of the embryo excretory wastes. This is the placenta from its function. The number two of their function, get rid of embryo's excretory wastes without mixing the embryo's blood with mother's blood. Number three, also it secretes progesterone hormone at the beginning of the 4th month of the pregnancy because the corpus luteum degenerates. Therefore, the placenta hormones the source of secretion of the progesterone hormone. Number four, it secretes the relaxation hormone. This relaxation hormone, where its secretion increase at the end of pregnancy period to cause relaxation of symphysis to facilitate the process of delivery. This occurs during the delivery. These hormones secreted only by the placenta during the delivery. Delivery means that come out of the baby from the uterus of this hormone more rapidly by using the injection by certain tablets. Okay, these tablets make the delivery of the baby more faster, or the existence of the baby more faster by contraction and the relaxation of the vagina. This is undergo by using the placenta. Okay, it secretes the relaxation hormone, where its secretion increases at the end of the pregnancy period to cause the relaxation of pubic symphysis to facilitate the process of delivery. The first stage for the formation of baby. Formation of baby, what is the first stage? In the first month. In the first month of the baby, the nervous system and the heart start their development. The hands and eyes are differentiated. Okay, in the first month, a nervous system will heart becomes to development, also eye and hands. Okay, the two sexes are differentiated as the testes develop in the 6th month, or 6 weeks. Okay, 6 weeks means after 1 month and a half. After 1 month and a half, we can determine the kind of the baby, if the baby female or male. Okay, after 1 month and a half means 6 weeks. 6 weeks, 1 month and a half. We can determine the kind of the baby, if it is male or female. By what? By the formation of the testes. If the female, not formation of testes, male formation of testes appears after 1 month and a half. Okay, we can determine the kind of the baby by formation of these testes. While the ovary develop after 12th week. 12th week means after 3 months. Okay, the embryo become able to respond to different stimuli because, and this is a question, why the baby or the embryo become able to respond to stimuli due to the complete formation of the nervous system and also the heart. This is after 3 months. After 3 months, the baby well developed, and we can determine the sex of the baby. The second stage, it includes the middle 3 months of pregnancy, where the development of the heart is completed and its beats can be heard. Ossification. Ossification of the skeletal system means the formation of the skeletal system takes place in this second stage, in which the sense organs are completed. What is the sense organs? Like eyes, ears, nose, tongue. Okay, this is the 5 sensory organs, and the skin also become to completed in the structure. The growth of embryo increases in size. Okay. The third stage includes the last 3 months of pregnancy, where the development of this completed, also the development of the other system is completed. Development of the sensory organ completed, development of nervous system is completed, also the development of the reproductive organs and the systems is completed. The respiratory system, and this is the system in the end of these months, must be completed to allow the baby to respire by the presence of the 2 lungs. Okay. Also, the growth of embryo slow down in size. In the last stages, the growth of the baby slow down. But when in the first stages, the growth of the baby may be rapidly. Okay, not slow down. The attachment between the fetus and uterus become loose, means preparing for the birth. The labor begins with a series of uterine contraction, means the delivery becomes or begins by contraction and relaxation of the uterus to expel the fetus outside the uterus. Okay, and this is the end of the pregnancy. After that, childbirth means the baby become out of the uterus. Okay, in the 9th month, the placenta dissociates, means degenerates or cut out. Cut off or cut out means the placenta dissociate gradually, and the secretion of progesterone hormone decreases to produce baby or to get baby outside of the body. After the fetus is expelled outside, what happens? The baby starts his life with a distinct cry. This distinct cry or crying for the baby stimulates his respiratory system to work, okay, to enable the 2 lungs to happen or to work, to start working. The placenta separates from the uterus wall and expelled outside the body. The umbilical cord, الحبل السري, is cut from the baby slide, and the food of the newborn changes to the mother's milk. Means the umbilical cord not feed the baby. In the first, this is called by placenta. After that, umbilical cord. This is the joint between baby and mother. This cut to enable the baby to feed outside from mother's milk. Now we are going to describe what is after the baby come out from the uterus. There are 2 types of twins. Twins means 2 similar baby. The twins maybe come from one ovum, okay, or maybe come from two ovum. If the baby come from one ovum and with one sperm, means that they produce two identical babies, means two identical like each other in the sex, like two boys or two girls. This is named by siamese or two identical babies, twins. Comes from one ovum, and this one ovum is fertilized with one sperm. But when there are two ovum, what happens when there are two ovum? The two ovum is fertilized by two sperms. They may be different in sex. Maybe one male and the other is female. Okay, so we will go to describe what is the type of twins. What is the twins and what is the type of twins? First, siamese twins. Siamese twins, they are identical twins which are born practically or partially attached to each other at some places of the body. There is which can be separated surgically in some cases. Means may be attached by the hand, may be attached by the legs, may be attached by the back. This is siamese twins, from identical twins which are born partially attached to each other from one ovum and one sperm. Okay, contraceptive methods. What are the contraceptive methods? This is the method to reduce or reduction the pregnancy or to prevent or control birth control, make birth control. Several contraceptive methods are used in birth control, such as number one, the pills. What is the pills? Pills means tablets. These tablets, women start using them after the end of menstruation and continue for 3 weeks. After 3 weeks, stop take these pills and allow the menstrual cycle to go out or to follow. Okay, this is first one for how to control pairs. Also, what is the idea for making the pills? What is the pills? What happened inside these pills? They contain a combination of synthetic hormones that are similar to estrogen and progesterone. These pills or tablets contain two types of hormones, but not natural hormones. They are synthetic hormones, means artificial. Means estrogen and progesterone hormone, like them, and not naturally, not like them. They inhibit the ovulation, so they prevent pregnancy, means the ovulation not occur. Okay, the intrauterine device or coil. The intrauterine device or coil, it is inserted into the lumen of uterus. Okay, inserted inside the lumen of the uterus in the cervix to prevent the fertilized ovum from beginning implanted in the endometrium. Means the ovum not found or not immersed inside the uterus, not found inside the uterus. This type of intrauterine device or coil found in or put inside the cervix to make the ovum not found inside the or not implanted inside the uterus. So no fertilization occur, the menstrual cycle happens or occur without any formation of baby. Okay, condom. What is the condom? It is used by the male to prevent the sperms from entering the vagina. Okay, chirurgical sterilization, and this is for women. It involves the ligation of the two fallopian tube. Ligations means join or make a thread of the two fallopian tubes or cutting them to prevent the sperms from reaching the ova that are produced by the ovary and fertilizing them. For men, each vas deferens is tied or separated from the other structure. Cut them to prevent the existence of sperms through them, so no sperms will come out. This is also what is the infertility treatment methods. Infertility, if there is infertile, there are several scientific methods to solve this problem. Infertility means the female or the male cannot give baby. Yani there is ovum and maybe there is a sperm but not fertilized by them. There are many reasons for that the ovum cannot fertilize by the sperm, and we describe what are the methods to solve these problems, or how the methods to invade this problem to continue our life. Test tube babies, okay, how to produce baby by another methods if there is a problem in the uterus or a problem in the ovary. A mature ovum, test tube babies, mature ovum is isolated from the wife's ovary and fertilized externally by a sperm from her husband's semen inside a test tube. The fertilized ovum is kept in a suitable nutritive medium till it reaches the morial stage. This morial stage after 5 days, okay, then implanted, then the moral is is re-implanted in the wife's uterus to complete its embryonic development, okay, implanted again inside the uterus. Number 2, from these methods, how to produce baby by renucleation. Renucleation means, or the scientific basis for renucleation, the implant of the developed embryonic cell nucleus in an unfertilized ovum of the species. This is occur whose nucleus has been or had been removed or destroyed previously by radiation. In renucleation, development into a new individual that belongs to the implanted nucleus in its characteristics. Example, renucleation experiment had been carried out on frog and mice. This is renucleation means take the nucleus and make it injection outside the uterus. Experiment on frog. Nuclei of amphibian toad embryonic cells at different stages of development when removed. What happened to this nucleus? The nuclei were transplanted into unfertilized amphibian toad ova whose nuclei had been removed or destroyed previously by radiation. Each of these ova started to develop normally into new individual with the same features or the same characteristics. Okay, characters of the cultured nuclei. This proves that the early embryonic cells or cultured nuclei able to direct the embryonic development in a manner similar to that of zygote nucleus, and this is occur only in the frog and some of amphibians, not occur in the human. What is the gamete banks? The gamete banks, this is bank not found here in Egypt, this found in America and Europe states, in which the male or female can store a number of ovum or a number of sperm to time to produce a baby in the next time. Okay, and this is not found here in Egypt. This is found in America or Europe. The gametes bank. Gametes bank means a bank for storage the gametes. Gametes, the sperm for male and the ovum for the female. And this after store them, they can take after a period of time to produce a new baby. Dear students, At the end of this session, we finish the reproduction unit in which we describe the female genital system, also the methods to how to control pairs without by using many methods to describe how to control the pairs. Also, what are the gametes bank and how can we produce another source of animal production increases in this. I hope you enjoy our time today. Thank you for watching and see you again. Goodbye.